first. We're gonna work quickly through them and try to cover as much ground as we can tonight. So from closed guard, all right, we're always in the collar, trying to break our opponent down. Always want to be controlling the collar. The deeper you get in the collar, less likely you're gonna get ripped. Down here, he's gonna rip it, for sure. It's an easy rip, right? So the more I get back here, the harder it is to rip, right? So controlling. So on this one, this is just a fast one, fast hip bump. This one you should be trying at least once or twice in competition, and just to check your opponent. It's relatively safe. Nothing catastrophic is gonna happen if it fails, right? Because I can get right back to my guard. So I was in the collar, I come to a double grip, I chamber my elbow. That's the key, chambering the elbow. I can't be floating around out here where I'm weak, where my leverage isn't near as strong as when I chamber my elbow to my hip. Right? So I'm just gluing it. Opening the guard, sliding out, lifting the hips, high as I can get them. I'm on my elbow. So this one you want to do it so fast you're not going to be able to come up to your hand. You should be able to hit it right from your elbow. From here, just hitting my hips as high as I can get and turning it. Okay. So on the bottom, I want you guys quickly posting to an escape. So see what Davin's doing already. He's posted across my hip. This is not a position I want you guys accepting. And the easiest way to escape is the second it happens. If you wait, the more I settle in, the more work it's going to be for you. Right? You can't let your opponent settle into these positions. When I get a dominant position, you have to implement your escape right away. So look at Davin right here. Boom, boom. He's already posted to the leg, posted across the hip, so I can't encroach up. Right? I want to be up, and he's not overreaching where I can slide and start to attack. So the elbow key is not letting the elbow cross my center line right here, so I can't maneuver it across. But it's a frame that stops me from encroaching and getting up high. So he's already set for his escape. He'll explain what he's doing.
So right away I'll start hip escaping. So another trick I do is put my leg flat, turn to my side, and push his leg down. And now it's easy to scoop up his leg or come in for a butterfly hook. All right. So now I push on the other side, and then I can recover to close guard, spider guard, wherever you like.
And then we'll just switch. Now Davin will give his take on the same fast hip bump.
So I'm in the collar, I go cross grip, here, elbow down, and I usually go on the side that's, so if he's pushing heavy on this side, I'll attack this side. If he's doing the opposite, I'll hit him on this side. Here, all right, so, and make sure you guys are doing a little hip escape too, here. Not too much, not far out, just moving my butt out a little bit this way so I'm sitting up on my hips so I can really sit up fast. Here, I sit up, here, I come up onto my elbow and I just turn my legs over. So it's an explosion when you do it here.
So I'm here. I wouldn't switch back to the other side. I already fell on this side, so I wouldn't go and try. That's gonna be work, a lot of work trying to get back to that side to escape. I'm already here. So I already start to frame right away when I got swept. I frame, lifting up as much as possible. The more you get your butt and your hips into the game, the better. Sliding this out, knee to elbow, this becomes a hook. It's not lazy. If it's lazy, he'll just jump to that side. Right? So I'm here. So he can't jump to that side because I'll track him with my leg. If he tries to jump, I track it. So he can't. So from here, I'm still framing. I'm gonna get the other side out and close the guard. So one more time on the hip bump. Super fast hip bump. I go to a double grip, chamber my elbow, I open my guard, slide out. So this is all done super fast. I slide out, get up, lifting up, and I hit him over. Right away, he's gonna. You guys go back and forth. All right. So this will be a drill. Each person's gonna have a chance to go back and forth on this one. All right. On three. 1, 2, 3. This next one. Same thing, close guard. I'm gonna work the hip bump sweep, regular old hip bump. This one works best. A couple scenarios where this one works really well. If he's leaning back, like if he's ripping grips, especially as soon as he rips, that's when he leans back, right there. You know, there's a moment he leaned back. I use that moment to open my guard and sit up to my hand. I don't want my hand close because he'll just reach around and collapse it, right? So I use that moment. So we can do it off of that timing right there. I'm here. He takes the grip. That's the technique. Break down the technique of how he's ripping. So this is the correct technique to rip the grip. So we're gonna take advantage of this technique.
Alright, so just chew on the sleeve and then pushing and moving back here.
So I'm gonna use that against him. So when he goes here, I come up and I sat all the way up fast, but my rear end is off the ground and I'm already sitting here. I'm gonna reach into his armpit and all I'm gonna do is lift as high as I can go. This time I'm on my hand and I'm gonna throw him and he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna escape. One more time, he'll break down.
Alright, so I have the sleeve here. So right when he rips, I just sit up here and reach over the shoulder. Try not to elbow him here. And now I lift my hips. When I have this, I like to make him hug me because I know he's not gonna be able to put his hand on the mat if I do this here. Alright, now I just twist my legs here or turn my hips.
So best time to escape is already, you know you're getting swept. Legs right here, start your escape right away. So as soon as you're here, make that hook right here so that he can't. You guys gotta make sure you're not lazy here. Make this hook, elbow, knee, and make the hook. Yeah, escape. Push guard. He rips the grip. As soon as he rips, he leans back. I sit up all the way to my hand, reach through. And I lift my hips as high as I can. Throwing him over, he's gonna take advantage. So very similar to the one you got from his man.
Alright, so this one works really good if he's sitting with a good posture, right? He's not really leaning forward. If he's leaning forward, I have to attack with something else. And then
my elbows are gonna be in. When my elbows are out, it's easier to, I won't be able to do what I'm gonna do. Keeping my elbows in is gonna make it easy for me to post my hand to stop the sweep.
alright, so I sit up. So before I even open my guard, I kind of move my hips. Well, I guess as I open my guard, I move my hips here to the side so I can sit up fast. It's hard to sit up fast like this, right? So move to the side and then it's easy to sit up as fast as you can here. So make sure you guys are kind of turning this way and then sitting up. So I come up here. I'm trying that same sweep. I lift my hips up to his chest. I try to sweep him over here. And I always see it when we teach it that you have to do this part serious so he puts his hand out. If he doesn't put his hand out, I should end up on top. I should land the sweep. Alright, so he puts his hand out. I hug his head. This one I want to go into his armpit, so I throw my leg up on his back. Here I'm kind of floating. I just lock my legs and then lay down. Alright, so right here, pull his arm across, grab my shin, angle. Here, lock my triangle, and then I take him out. Alright, so just squeeze your legs, pull down on his head, and you should get the tap. So
on top, elbows are in. That's what's gonna stop him from getting into the armpit like the other one where he came up all the way and got in here. And he's able to stop me from posting. This time I'm here. I'm staying nice and tight.
Alright, so I sit up, so move my hip to the side, here. Fast sit up, I try to throw him over. At least try to knock him down to his hip. Now, hug his head, so my hands are right here. Try to sweep him, didn't work. Hug his back, throw my leg up. Here I'm floating, so I clear his arm. Lock my legs, lay down, lift your hips, pull his arm across, grab my shin, angle. And the whole time here, it's gonna be weak if I have my toes pointed, right? I lift my toes here, and then you'll be able to take them out. So all you need to do is squeeze, lift your hips, and pull down on the head. All right, one more time. So the sweep has to be I have to really go for the sweep to knock him over. So turn, sit up, try to throw him, hug his head, and then fall back. Make sure you guys are throwing this on his back so you kind of float for a second. All right, lift my hips, pull the arm across, back to my shin, lock it in all the way, and then take him out. Okay.
All right, guys. This one I just call the triangle bump. We're going directly after the triangle, so we're trying to fake him out, make him think we're going after the sweep. And actually, if he doesn't post, you guys will see in a minute. If he doesn't post, I'm gonna get the sweep. So I'm gonna force him to put, in this case, I'm gonna force him to put his right hand on the mat. So I'm here, and the action's very much the same. And you guys have to really hit this by lifting your hips. You gotta use your hips. So you gotta really lift the hips to force that action, get the hand onto the mat. So I open the guard, slide my hip out, sit up, all the way to my hand again. I'm not reaching over this time. I'm gonna hit him on this side. So when I hit him, I want this hand on the mat, so I'm gonna hit him hard. I'll accept the sweep if he doesn't post. So I'm coming up, and I'm going there. So I force that, same thing. Grip, make sure you're gripping, put on the hip, angle, get your bite. If I can't lock it, I'll make one adjustment here. Lifting up my hips to get the arm across. If I have to make any additional adjustments, I could hold here, adjust, rebite, and squeeze. So one more time. We're here. I open the guard, sliding out, posting up, hit him, and lifting the hips, forcing that hand to go down. I hit it, leg comes up, allows me to float. I get here, lock the triangle, lifting the hips, over if I have to make adjustments. Every time you move out, it'll make it a little bit tighter if you feel short. And squeeze. All right, guys, on three. 1, 2, 3.